Okay, breaking news. Zoran Mamdani is going to jail. Well, at least he's being, well, at least he's being referred to the DOJ. Now, it turns out he took money from foreigners, from illegal donations, from foreigners trying to influence our elections. I am pretty sure that the Democrats as a whole want to protect our democracy. And yet, their frontrunner, the face of the Democratic Party right now, which is odd because he's really a socialist communist, but Zoran Mamdani has decided to seek out money from foreign investors. I'm sorry, not foreign investors, because that means they would want to get something for their money. Wait, maybe that is what's happening. So anyway, Zoran Mamdani has apparently received donations from hundreds of people in foreign lands to help him become the new mayor of New York. Now, of course, this is unbelievably illegal because you can't have foreign entities running our government or supporting our government or changing our elections or etc., etc. But it doesn't matter because Zoran Mamdani is going to do it anyway and no one can stop him. So Postmillennial puts this up a day or two ago. Zoran Mamdani has been criminally referred to the Department of Justice by the campaign finance watchdog group, the Coolidge-Reagan Foundation. Now, apparently there are two criminal referrals saying that he took illegal donations from foreign donors. Okay, now this is a crime and you can be arrested, but what they've done is they've referred him for a criminal referral, referred, whatever. So these are not isolated incidents or clerical errors. Okay, this is a sustained pattern of foreign money flowing into a New York City mayoral race, which is a clear violation of both federal law and New York City campaign finance rules. Now, Mamdani's campaign was on notice for months that it was accepting illegal foreign contributions, and yet it did nothing to meaningfully stop it. Now, they were collecting all this money from foreign investors. They were warned, hey, Mamdani, knock it off. And what did he do? He completely ignored them. Why would he stop breaking the law? He's a socialist and a communist. Once you're in power, the laws don't matter. So he did whatever he could do to get in power, because then literally the laws will not apply to him. Now, he took 170 donations from people that were questionable. Turns out 31 of the donors have proven their citizenship. So this means that they may have been U.S. citizens living abroad. Now, that is legal. You can donate to a political campaign if you are living abroad, but you're still a U.S. citizen. Okay, got it. That's fine. So now what they've done is they have referred this to the New York legal system, the prosecutorial. Now, what you got there is you have Letitia James is the Attorney General and Alvin Bragg is the District Attorney. Listen, Alvin Bragg hates Republicans, hates Trump, and he will do anything he can to put this guy in office because then his bread is buttered. His bread is buttered on both sides. He is set for life. If you are the right-hand man of the socialist leader, all your bids get approved, all your requests get approved, you get extra vacation, you get funding for, you are sitting in the lap of luxury. Now, Alvin Bragg is not dumb. He's evil. He's a horrible, horrible person. But he's not dumb. He knows how to play the game, and he knows how to get into power and stay with the powerful people. He knows that Mamdani is going to get elected. And once the socialists are in charge, once the socialist Muslim communists are in charge of New York City, well, laws won't apply to the winning side. They just won't. So Mamdani has committed a crime allegedly, and they say that he needs to be held responsible for that. He needs to, the election needs to follow a certain set of rules or it won't count. Well, no, he's a Democrat. He has a big D next to his name. Rules no longer apply, especially in New York City. They have weaponized the legal system and they've weaponized the electoral process so that the guy they pick, and he gets his money from wherever he can get it from. He could have gotten it from China, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Hamas. We don't really know. And he's not going to admit to what he did, and he's not going to stop doing it until he gets elected. Then it won't matter. The investigations are going to go away. Now, the reason I say that the District Attorney Alvin Bragg is not going to prosecute him is because Alvin Bragg has a history of not prosecuting people that have different opinions and different political beliefs than Alvin Bragg has. I'm not just saying this, okay? There's a story that popped up, and I've been looking for a way to bring this up as a video, and it makes perfect sense to add it to this one. So we're going to get out of this post-millennial article for just a second, and I am going to go to Zero Hedge. Okay, first I'm going to play this video. We'll break it up a little bit, and we'll talk about it. But let me play this.
You have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today. Such a good vibe.
Okay, just a quick little teaser. Hey, how you doing? We're doing some interviews, and then come the punches. So, more black on black crime, as it says. Anyway, this happened in New York City. This happened a couple of weeks ago. We're going to watch this interview, and how did it end up this bad?
Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
Why not?
Better...
Why not, if that's the case?
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted?
Who's gonna take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
So this woman, if you can call her that, I don't know. Now, the woman on screen now, the woman wearing the blue, she is a pro-life advocate interviewing people in New York City. And she runs across this monster who says that kids in foster care who aren't adopted should be killed because they're a burden on the system, or they should prevent them from being molested or sold into child slavery. We should just kill them. That's her position. Now, the reason I bring this video up is because it has all the favorite things people like to talk about. This is going to be rage baity. One, it's black on black crime. And this woman is your typical Democrat voter. She's very overweight and she hates kids.
Should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster.
Here's a funny thing I heard about the other day, and I think I got it from Andrew from The Crucible. Now, when you're arguing with a leftist, they can't hold to an argument at all. So this girl says a couple of seconds ago, literally seconds ago, that kids are being molested in foster care. And then the interviewer says, well, molested? Who said molested? They can't keep their argument straight at all. They will literally say any kind of word salad, verbal nonsense to deal with the argument in the very moment of time they're standing in right now. 5 seconds in the past, 10 seconds in the future, that doesn't exist to a liberal. They don't have the ability to see into the future or be responsible for what they said in the past. So she said molestation, and then 10 seconds later, who said molestation? You can't pin them down to anything. They have no principles. They have no morals. It's like arguing with a toddler on crack. It's impossible.
Foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is, in general, overall, if I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then.
Even as teens, people explore, and it's like a.
So, don't have sex. How simple is that? Well, I can't. We're teenagers. Teenagers have to have sex. They have to explore. I don't have any self-control, is what she's saying. She's not responsible for anything.
As funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice. I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having having a child.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
And there you go. And there you go. That's exactly what happens with leftists. You present them with an argument they can't understand,
not the one who admitted
they're just going to start punching. Zero impulse control, and because in New York City she's never going to face any consequences, why wouldn't she stop throwing punches? Oh, someone said a thing I don't like. Punch, punch, stab, punch, kill. That's all they do. No impulse control. It's like a wild animal. So the woman who got punched, received the punching, she had to go to the hospital. She had stitches over her eye. She had emergency care. She spent $3,000 to put her face back together. Okay? That's what happened. This is an incident. Now, let's see how this played out. Here's a headline for you. Bragg drops charges against woman who attacked pro-life advocate. Remember I said a few minutes ago that the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, would not prosecute people who were fighting against his side or whatever? Okay? This woman who wants to kill children in foster care beat the living piss out of an interviewer just asking questions. She wasn't being aggressive. She didn't raise her voice. She was pointing out that maybe we should, be pro-life. Pro-life is an opinion people can have. Absolutely not to a liberal. Absolutely not. That is not acceptable. And for having the wrong opinion, you get punched in the face. So, of course, this was on film because they filmed it. Obviously, we just watched it. So she brought it over to the local police and he goes, hey, this woman just punched the shit out of me. Can we get her arrested? Cops are like, oh, that's very clear evidence. Yes, we'll arrest her. So, Brianna J. Rivers, 30 years old. That woman was 30, by the way. You can take that information and deal with it however you want. There was never more evident than in the outrageous decision of Bragg to drop the case against Brianna J. Rivers, 30, who assaulted a pro-life advocate in a case of political violence. The refusal to prosecute Rivers is only the latest example of enabling those who turn to violence in our political system. Hey, let's not kill kids. Hey, let's punch you in the face. That's her solution. That's her reaction. That's the only thing she can do. People said words I don't like. I punch you in the face. In New York City, if you are pro murdering children and punching random people in the face, the government will protect you. You got that? Let that sink in. The government of New York, the legal system, will protect you. It is basically giving you a sword and a shield. Go out, do violence on our behalf. We don't want people spreading the message that we shouldn't kill kids. If you hear someone saying, hey, come on, guys, let's stop killing children, you are allowed to beat them in public, according to New York City's current legal rules. I didn't make this up. This is what they're doing now. And if you think it's any different, you're out of your mind. You're not paying attention. Look at this screen in here. Look at this woman. He punched her in the face because she said, hey, probably we shouldn't kill kids. Now, it actually went through a series of progressions. The text right below that picture says, nevertheless, Bragg's office first downgraded the charge from second-degree assault to a misdemeanor and has now dropped the case entirely. He's just going to let Rivers walk after an act of political violence captured on film. It doesn't matter in New York. If you are pro-violence, pro-Democrat, pro-socialist, you are allowed to commit political violence on your opposition. I have never seen a more clear-cut case of this than what New York City has come into. So, now, Mamdani, he's been referred for criminal investigation. Mamdani is never going to be prosecuted. Here's another one. Mamdani. Here's the New York Post. Zoran Mamdani faces criminal referrals to DOJ over alleged illegal campaign donations from foreigners. Guess what, guys? Never going to happen. Zoran Mamdani is the face of the Democrat Party. And there is nothing on earth that can touch this guy. He is untouchable. Let that sink in. When he actually has power, and listen, the votes are they've already started voting. And I think the election actually is on what, 4th or the 5th? I don't care. I don't live in New York. I'm not going to vote in this. I don't care. He's in. And then his inauguration is on what, January 1st? It's over. It's over. New York City's over. You're going to get your free buses. You're going to get your free healthcare. You're going to get your free rent. You're going to get taxes on white neighborhoods. You're going to get whatever you want. And no one will be able to stop him. And the violence against people that are pro-life, pro-actual democracy, pro-capitalism, it's hunting season for you. No limit. Trust me. Trust me. I'm not making this up. You can find 100 stories of this, and it's going to get worse, and he's going to allow it. In fact, I won't be surprised if a story comes out, something like Charlie Kirk, someone who's very prominent in New York, like what Gavin McInnes is in New York, I think. If something awful happens to him, Zoran Mamdani might come out and make a public statement. Oh, this was just awful. Yeah, hopes and prayers. Okay, bye. I hope it doesn't happen, but it will. All right, New York. Hey, listen, you want this. You want this. And on some level, I want it for you. I want you to have exactly what you vote for. This guy, Zoran Mamdani. Just a mere 24 years ago, if you believe the story of Muslims, radical Muslims attacking New York City, killing thousands of people, and in the historical terms, in the blink of an eye, you are going to elect a Muslim to run the city, a radical communist Muslim to run the city. New York. You know what? I got nothing for you. I hope you get what you want. All right, that's it for today. Listen, what do you think, man? Did you hear this story about the girl who got punched in the face? Most people didn't cover it, but it's just another example. It's a picture-perfect example on video of how Bragg is going to let one side become violent and let the other side get victimized. There you go. All right, that's enough for today. Fun little story about the future of New York and how it's going to work out. If you're not aware of what time it is, I don't know what to tell you. The violence is open. It's in the street. It's right in your face, and they don't care. So stay in the city at your own risk. I can't go back to the city. I mean, that's why I don't show my face. There's no way I can go back to New York City. And it's over. So no black pills, but you got to be realistic. All right. Listen, do me a favor. If you managed to hang out for a few minutes and you found any of this interesting, go ahead and slap that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I need to get motivated to start making a lot more videos, so that would really help push me over the edge. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate everything very much. Thank you, and leave some comments, leave some thoughts down below. I will see you soon.